It was about 22 years ago in Jerusalem, while performing some repair work of a large water pipe, the construction workers noticed something: two ancient stone steps. The construction stopped, archaeologists arrived, and excavation began. An ancient structure began to be revealed, 3 sets of 5 stairs each, leading downward into a monumental 225-foot-long pool shaped like a trapezoid. On these steps, over 2,000 years ago, a man arrived about to wash the clay that was smeared on his eyes, by whom he initially described as the man called Jesus. And then something happened. The look on his face must have radiated pure joy. The man born blind now sees, and the radiance of faith begins to shine. Our gospel this morning about the man born blind can be likened to an origin story. It traces the beginnings of his faith in Jesus. And like any story of origin, there is a sense of intrigue as it unfolds when we discover who the person is, where they are from, and how they got to where they are. The Man Born Blind chronicles a fascinating history that begins with an encounter. It has been said that being Christian is not the result of an ethical choice or a lofty idea, but the encounter with an event, a person, which gives life a new horizon and a decisive direction. No doubt the life of the man born blind is dramatically changed for the better after having encountered the man called Jesus. His journey of faith begins with this great miracle, but it is soon met with opposition, resistance, and hostility. He is interrogated by the Pharisees about how he now sees. They doubt that he had even been born blind, so they summon his parents and interrogate them. They call him again a second time, this time ridiculing him, and then throwing him out. Sound familiar? These things will soon happen to Jesus when he is in front of authorities during his passion. But something very beautiful occurs next. The gospel reports that when Jesus heard that they had thrown him out, he found him. Jesus goes back to the man born blind. And it is here that this man's faith begins to bloom. When the light of the sun shines on the flowers today, you will begin to notice the flowers open and bloom tomorrow. When the light of the world encounters the man born blind and shines in his heart, his faith too will bloom. The man desires to believe in the Son of Man, but does not know him yet. But it is only for a moment. Jesus tells him, "You have seen him, and the one speaking with you is he." "I do believe, Lord." These are the origins of that man's faith. And something stirs in our hearts when we begin to reflect on this man's journey of faith. So perhaps as we arrive at the midpoint of the Lenten season, perhaps Jesus is inviting us to reflect on the origins, the beginning of our own faith. For many, the beginning may have occurred as infants at baptism, that most beautiful and magnificent gift from God. Holy baptism is the basis of the whole Christian life, the gateway to life in the Spirit, and the door which gives access to the other sacraments. Those sacraments are so amazing, so very important, because these are our encounters with Christ. And the place of encounter is in our heart. The sacraments are the most authentic meetings with Jesus that nothing else in this world offers. The encounter and subsequent joy that the man born blind had is always available to us. Next time you see a pool or hear about one, think of the man born blind and how Jesus led him to the radiance of faith, and how he desires the same for you. And finally, one last very important reminder. Our faith journey is not meant to be a solo endeavor. No, it is meant to be a group adventure. Christians are called to walk at the side of others and never as lone travelers. The Holy Spirit impels us not to remain self-absorbed, but to leave ourselves behind and keep walking towards God and our brothers and sisters. And here at our local church at St. John Newman, we are blessed with a number of faithful whose own fascinating origin stories are unfolding before us. Those who are going through the order of Christian initiation of adults. We are invited to accompany them, to walk with them, and perhaps most importantly, to pray for them as they prepare to enter the church, where they can enjoy the fullness of those beautiful sacraments, those encounters with Jesus. Most importantly, it is the Holy Eucharist, the source and summit of our faith, which we will soon receive, which is strength for each of our journeys.